Hello and welcome back to another Total War Warhammer replay. In the front line here, we've got Eternal Guard, all, I think, 4 of them. Behind them, we've got some Wardens of Catherall, which are the basically Woodland Rangers, basically a bit better than the Eternal Guard. They're anti-large, charged against defense large, armor piercing, immune to psychology, really fucking good. Over here, we've got a Branch Wraith. He has got, I believe, if I can fucking get into it, he has got Earth Blood, and he's got Shield of Thorns, and I also gave him the Scroll of Shielding, I believe. And he's also got the other Trickster Shard, which gives him minus 22 magic resistance. So in case there's any Spirit Leeches, really good. I also had up in the sky some Glade, what was it, Hawk Riders? Yeah, Hawk Riders on both sides. And I'm playing against Chaos. So Hawk Riders are actually like decent against them because they have very little missiles. And you can sort of use these guys and basically kite and do whatever you need to with them. In the back here, this is where the juicy part of the army is. So I got Treekin on both sides, protecting 2 Way Watchers. Now, the reason I'm taking Way Watchers is because of my Lord. I have taken a Glade Lord. Now, you may be thinking, oh yeah, take a Ryan because he has anti-large and he can stay alive. But the Glade Lord has, let me see, it has the Prey of Anafarima. I'm probably saying that wrong because I'm dyslexic. It has minus 22 missile resistance and makes them cannot move. Basically like a net of Amatok, but fucking more powerful. Really fucking good. My opponent, he went for Chaos Warriors in the front line. He has Archeon here, and he's got some nice little fire spells going on there. He also took some Forsaken, which is understandable. And on the side here, he's got Chaos Warhounds with poison, 2 of them, 2 Chaos Chariots. And then lastly, in the back here, he's got some Dragon Ogres, 2 of them. But anyway, let's get right into this match. So, first thing he does, he casts a fucking Fireball, little sneaky cunt. Right at my bloody Hawk Riders here. Does kill a poor model, poor little eagle, all dead there. Does kill a Hawk Rider, but then he has nothing else. No missiles at all. So I literally can just sit atop his Dragon Ogres, and just go to town. So these guys, basically for the entire game, are just going to be sitting up here and doing as much damage as possible. On the flanks here, I did see he was trying to come around here with his Chaos Warhounds, and he had his Chaos Chariots, so I was a bit worried about that. But of course, I've got the Wave Watchers here, and I've got the Treekin here, and I've got all these spear units here, so I knew there was nothing I needed to worry about. But as you can see, these little fucking Chaos Warhounds, what the fuck do you think you're doing? They're trying to push through. Treekins here, literally block that entirely. I also sent the Glade Lord in just to make sure that they go off. But my opponent as well sending these Chaos Warhounds into here, but that was a bad mistake because they're braced and ready for it. But this was fucking... Okay, I think I understand what he was trying to do here. So I didn't realise that my Branch Wraith was kind of caught out here, and he went in with Archeon and tried to snipe the Branch Wraith, which I understand. But he had 2 Dragon Ogres just come right through my front line here. Obviously, he realised that getting the Way Watchers was the way to go, and he literally was going to go balls deep right now. I think this is the thing, he knew that his Dragon Ogres become less worth the longer these Hawk Riders sit on them, so he thought he's going to go balls deep and come right in. So I sent the Treekin in. I then cast the Prey of Anafarima, and literally this becomes a big ass blob here. But this is a terrible fight for him. Archeon's in here, both Dragon Ogres are stuck in here with Spearmen, getting annihilated. The fucking Way Watchers are shooting in. But on the left side here, he does actually have his Chariots and Chaos Warhounds coming around the side here, so I had to reposition the Treekin here ready. These Spearmen over here, or the Eternal Guard, are going to go fight those Chariots over there because he was sort of leaving them in the back. But here, it was just becoming a big blob. But Archeon here does cast a giant fucking flaming skull here that just fucking annihilates so many of my units. Look how much damage that does. But basically, 2 of my Eternal Guard units just get absolutely wrecked. He has this big blob of Chaos Warriors here. And his Dragon Ogres are trying to get into the back, but they do rout off because of all the damage that's coming at them. Archeon in here does get in the back here, but he's just standing there casting another Fireball, I believe at my Lord, but yeah, he does hit my Lord here. I thought I tried to dodge it. But yeah, both Dragon Ogres are routing off, so far looking really good for me. Chariots and Chaos Warhounds here are fighting Treekin, and Treekin will just tank that all day. They could literally sit here and just fucking scratch your asses and not have to do anything. Over here, got the Eternal Guard fighting these Chaos Chariots. This is bad for him. He's also left some Forsaken back here, which is pretty bad. In the front line here, I had, you know, this is like, I mean, I'm not criticising my opponent here, but this is something you've got to watch. Okay, having these many Chaos Warriors here, just fighting against this giant blob here, is really bad micro. Simply because, look at how many Chaos Warriors here are just not doing anything. Okay, granted he might want to have 2 in here, because 2 would probably beat up all the Eternal Guard, and maybe my Overspin, and maybe the Branch Wraith, but having all 3 here, definitely not. And they're shielded as well, armored shielded, so he could try and, what he should really do, wish I knew how to fucking draw on this damn thing. Is that it? No, you don't have to draw, but basically, what he should do, is he should bring these Chaos Warriors back, and bring them either through this gap here to get to my back line, or bring them round here and engage on this fight over here. Be much more useful of my opponent if he did something like that. But anyway, as we continue on, the Branch Wraith here, tanking, right in the middle here, fighting all these Chaos Warriors. He doesn't have great armor piercing, so he won't do a lot of damage to these guys. But the Treekin, they'll hold here and do a shit ton. Over here, Archeon, bit in a bad situation here. He's fighting some Eternal Guard, and on his horse, that is not good. He also popped the Slayer of Kings. I don't know why. I think my Lord did land and sort of help out here a little bit. So he obviously tried to snipe my Lord, but that ain't happening. Dragonos are coming back, but they're just getting melted by the Eternal Guard. They do so much missile damage, and they'll just annihilate. And then he charges him into Eternal Guard, and my Lord comes in, so looking pretty bad. Over here, his other Dragon Ogres have just been shot by the Hawk Riders. I mean, there's nothing he can do to these Hawk Riders. These guys will literally just get their full money's worth the entire game. So, really nice pick against Chaos. Eternal Guard. So yes, I do finally get the prey of Anthea Rima. I'm probably saying that wrong yet again. On Archeon here, of course, minus 22 missile resistance and cannot move. And look at the damage coming in. So much damage. I mean, look, Archeon on 1 leadership there. Does tank it though, and then starts getting back around. Obviously, my opponent realizes this is a bad idea and needs to fall back with him. But he also, I think, oh yeah, so this is the one I did dodge. So he brings out another fireball. Luckily, I do dodge it here. I did see that coming. Does go straight past. But I saw these Chaos Warhounds here are attacking my my Way Watchers, so I come in with all these Eternal Guard and start to take on the Chaos Warhounds here. But over here in the front here, my Branch Wraith is about to damage. I only noticed this very soon. I was like, shit, you know, the Branch Wraith is actually taking so much damage here. And unfortunately, I do believe the Branch Wraith actually not crumbles, but basically routes and doesn't come back here. I did cast a physical resistance here, I believe, to sort of tank up most of this damage. But yeah, unfortunately... Oh no, this was him. So Archeon here casts his Flaming Sword of Ruin, which basically gives weapon damage and missile damage, magical and fire damage, which is going to actually do a lot of damage against Treekin because they're weak to fire. So that was a really good move of him. But the Branch Wraith here, basically routing off and won't come back. Chaos Warhounds are still around. Balance of power, tiny bit in my favour, but quite equal still. He's still got these Dragon Ogre here, and this was a mistake. So some things that, I mean, both of us made mistakes here. So over here, I have my Eternal Guard over here chasing these Chaos Chariots, and that was bad micro by me. But my opponent, he's just leaving a full-on fledged Dragon Ogre unit here that's just sitting here and just taking damage. I mean, he really should be sending these guys back in. I mean, that's, you know, just a bit of poor micro here by my opponent. Should really get them back into the fight and help because they could deal with the Treekin very well. But I still have a full Treekin unit here with full health. I've still got Eternal Guard here that both still, you know, still shooting the missiles, still shooting at Archeon. And this is it. I saw Archeon was low. I sent in my Glade Lord, I sent in the Hawk Riders, I sent in the Eternal Guard, all shooting at him here. I also had one more of my Prey of Anthea Rima coming up, so I knew I could actually catch Archeon here if it does come. But over here, I do see that these chariots here are coming in and trying to get to my Eternal Guard. I do see this coming though, so I literally turn my Glade Lord around, and I do believe I bring her straight back this way. Yep, here you go. So I bring her back down this way, and I do cast the Prey of Anthea Rima on these guys, and that literally just ruins them. They can't do anything. These horses are just tanking all that missile damage, and it's just not going to happen. Over here in the front line, Chaos Warriors are still fighting in this giant-ass blob, and these Treekin are just staying here and holding this front line. The Treekin are basically holding up 1, 2, 3, 4 Chaos Warriors, which is ridiculous. Oh, well, 3 Chaos Warriors and Forsaken, which is just unbelievable. Finally, my opponent does notice the Dragon Ogres that he's left in the back here, and does start to bring in. But I've still got these Hawk Riders still shooting in. But yeah, this blob's go, you know, bad. I mean, Archeon's fled, I believe. Oh yeah, I'm chasing Archeon on with that unit over there. But as we speed this up here, as we can see, my Lord now, basically, as soon as Archeon goes off, which he does, he terror routes, I just lose my Glade Lord, just basically terror route everything. So I send her around, I bring her up, send her, you know, down here, make these units route. In here, this was like the last 2 units that he had, but everything was running out of ammo, everything was rallying on my side. And all the Chaos Warriors basically just routed off. But very well played to my opponent. I think if a bit of better micromanaging... I mean, my opponent did a smart move there. I mean, he should have taken a Hell Cannon against Wood Elves, period. Because Hell Cannons just get so much money worth against Wood Elves. But he basically tried to send the dragon ogres through the middle. I understand what he was trying to do, because the longer they just stay there, the more valuable, less valuable they're going to become, because they're just getting shot at. But sending them directly through the middle was very risky, and literally my build was basically preparing around something like that to do something like, well, basically preparing for something to do like that, because as soon as they come in, obviously I'm going to cast that net. It's just going to stop any large, big ass, valuable monster coming through. And it's just going to let the Eternal Guard just do a fucking ton of damage to them. And the Way Watchers, of course, as well. But thank you very much for watching. And I hope to see you next time.